I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I gotta set up. Yeah. Let's go with order of operation fully charged. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Assuming that I'm just not paying attention. That's probably it. It's no. It's just basic atrophy. What are you saying? Use it or lose it. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. But then you're blocking some of the lights. I think that is good. I think that is fine. I don't really care. Leave me the light. Bastard. What are we doing? Blue. Bluey. Getting blue. Blue. Not recording, son of a bot. Bastard guy with your fuckface think you know this. What do you know? You think you know things. There's a time limit here. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Counting down.
That's the deadline. What the fuck am I doing? I have no idea. I don't know. Right now I'm just listening to music. I don't even care. Was there a point? There was. I just don't remember. I only have a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna try and keep this quick. I don't have a fucking point. I just have a memory. The anatomy of nothing, right? Which is the model. Nothing is the shared point of origin of all things. And in its anatomy is the game board in which all things, literally things themselves, quite literally, is the field of nothing. And their relationship to each other is, in this respect, just as meaningful as anything else. Anything in the universe is just as valid as any other thing in the universe, in the grand scheme of things in the universe. Because they're all relative to nothing, and no thing, the absence of thing, which is not possible. It's impossible. So there's nothing to relate to. It's undefinable. That principle and process of undefinability is what actually generates the thing themselves. Because the things themselves are always changing relative to one another. There's no point in which anything ever, and this is the paradox, paradoxing paradoxically. Nothing. I've made plenty of videos about this, but I've forgotten it. I wish I can recall it. Okay, so that's the whole point. Recall it, and then let's see how off I am. So nothing is in and of itself impossible. Nothing, no thing itself is in and of itself impossible, because it would have nothing to relate to and be nothing itself. So nothing itself is actually whole in that respect. That nothing is the absence of all things, anything. So it itself could not be, because you're now relating it to something. So if it has to be related to something for it to be nothing, now you have things. The whole fucking realm of things. Every single fucking potential thing. All its iterations and variations and computations, confabulations. It doesn't matter. They're all equally present because they exist. It doesn't matter to what probability they exist. It's always infinite. So nothing in and of itself is impossible. Nothing relative to things gives you the realm of things. Things themselves come from nothing and return to nothing, and they all share that relationship. So the lowest common denominator to anything is nothing. So that's the point of reference of measuring from one sentient being to another. They both recognize that, hey, you exist and I exist, and if there's ever a problem, one of us could stop existing. And that gives you, interesting, right? Because matter is consuming. All energy must come from somewhere. It's not being created. So all energy is transformed. So for there to be things, other things must be consumed or transformed or I don't want to use any of the other terms because they then carry the narrative and the story and the belief behind it that just gets obfuscated into some fucking rudimentary primitive feeling. Let's try and prune as we go here. What the fuck was I saying? So yeah, nothing's impossible. Things themselves relative to each other are really the only measure there is, because anything in and of itself has nothing to measure. Anything to measure itself to all other things is that relationship of nothing. Well, eventually has to measure itself as a thing, and it itself can't measure itself, not knowing what it itself is. So it measures itself by the rate of change of what it's able to measure. So your experience of yourself is at that moment the closest thing to truth as possible, because it's the only thing you're certain of. That's the extent of the accuracy of certainty you're ever going to have about anything ever. The only thing you're ever 100% certain of. You exist. That is all. Everything else is varying degrees of probability, likelihood, chances. And then even then, it's what's being measured. Who's measuring? When? Reality itself is a moving target. The only thing that's worth anything is the shared principles from moment to moment. Everything else is just a fucking story. That's it. I think that's a good point to stop this. That was actually just solid. Okay, see you in the dark matter, you fucking bastards.